Would you like to know how to secure your financial future? At philsgang.com, Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang staff teaches and coaches you to build a successful investing plan to achieve your goals. philsgang.com gives you instruction on how to find low-risk, high-potential investing opportunities in the stock market. If you're new to the stock market and want to master the basics of stock investing and learn how to invest in stocks with little risk, then philsgang.com is your place. Learn from their extensive collection of educational videos about investing strategies and the analysis of charting. Every weekday, philsgang.com hosts live market webinars. They post market updates throughout the day. They have working investor programs, and they provide financial updates throughout the day, and all material is archived. For only $39.95 a month, there is no other service like Phil's Gang offers. Start the new year off right. Secure your financial future with philsgang.com. Give them a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Let me ask you, could you use a little extra money? Well, of course you could. Everybody could use that extra revenue to pay the bills, pay down debt, or save for retirement. With philsgang.com, we help you make that extra income in the stock market. For over 15 years, Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team have helped folks who are interested in learning short-term and long-term investing by providing professional-level charting skills and strategies. philsgang.com is your #1 source to learn, invest, and profit in the stock market. And you can do this for only $39.95 a month. With philsgang.com, you learn how to invest in the market. You get daily investment coaching guidance, and you will learn to invest and trade with the skills and confidence of the pros. Just log on and get daily investment instructions and make profits. Plus, all philsgang.com material is archived for your convenience. Go to philsgang.com to join or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Call today.
It's pretty amazing when you consider that 7 years ago, we didn't have the treatments we have now. We cure 80% of children with cancer. Go back 50 years, we were curing 20 to 30%. This is the miracle story of modern medicine. We understand what makes this cancer tick. And of course, without donors from around the world, this just couldn't happen. And there's one thing we're focused on, and that's beating this thing.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Let me ask you, could you use a little extra money? Well, of course you could. Everybody could use that extra revenue to pay the bills, pay down debt, or save for retirement. With philsgang.com, we help you make that extra income in the stock market. For over 15 years, Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team have helped folks who are interested in learning short-term and long-term investing by providing professional-level charting skills and strategies. philsgang.com is your #1 source to learn, invest, and profit in the stock market. And you can do this for only $39.95 a month. With philsgang.com, you learn how to invest in the market. You get daily investment coaching guidance, and you will learn to invest and trade with the skills and confidence of the pros. Just log on and get daily investment instructions and make profits. Plus, all philsgang.com material is archived for your convenience. Go to philsgang.com to join or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Call today.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, there's nothing worse than you're investing in a stock and during the day something happens and you don't know what to do. You don't know who to call. Or you call somebody and they just give you a bunch of BS. Not here at Phil's Gang. We value every gang member. During the day, you got a question about your stock, you contact us. We have the best service in the world. philsgang.com. You're not alone. You're a gang member.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
El que St. Jude no cobra ni un centavo para nosotros significa quitarnos todo ese estrés, esa preocupación y podernos enfocar en nuestra hija.
That was the first thing I was like, how are we going to do this? When St. Jude told us that we didn't have to pay a single bill, I was like, wow. they pretty much have saved us.
It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders, and now your focus is supporting this child.
There is not another hospital like St. Jude. The patient care is unmatchable. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
If you're looking to make extra income, if you're looking to pay off bills and plan for your retirement, then check out philsgang.com. Philsgang.com is an online educational service that informs you, coaches you, and guides you on how to invest in the stock market. Get daily advice to buy stocks, short stocks, and learn when to get out of your positions. Philsgang.com provides daily webinars, alerts, educational tutorials, and all material is archived. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
Gang are not any personalization by or hold. Information presented. We first recommend you seek out a competent licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, me. And set me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Bill Grandy.
So we want to help you realize these goals by rolling back burdensome regulations, and you people are regulated probably as much as almost anybody, although I can think of a couple of industries that are even worse. Lowering the overall tax burden on American business is big league. That's coming along very well. We're way ahead of schedule, I believe, and we're going to be announcing something, I would say, over the next 2 or 3 weeks that will be phenomenal in terms of tax.
The phenomenal tax cuts. Well, we're going to see in 3 weeks. But on that noise, the market went up 143 points. We've been going sideways for 39 days, the stock market, the S&P. 39 days in the 1% range. Everyone waiting for something to happen. What they've been waiting for is some tax relief. That's what they've been waiting for. The CEOs are flying like if you're flying a helicopter or a plane without instruments. They can't make any decisions what they're going to do unless they know what the tax reforms are going to be. And the investors, the big hedge funds and the banks and all the big guys, they can't invest unless they know. So we've been going sideways for 39 days. Finally, he comes out and talks about this phenomenal tax. Now, you remember last Friday he did the same thing. He made an announcement. We had a big move that day, and then no follow-through. So we got to see if there's going to be a follow-through tomorrow. Now, we broke up just barely above the 2,300 on the S&P. That was a very, very important place. Because, again, for almost 39, I think 40 days now, we weren't able to get above that area, which is a critical area of resistance. There's a lot of sellers there. But the important thing is, whether the market goes up or the market goes down, you gotta focus on the money flow. Identify. All you gotta do is identify. Is money's coming in because of an announcement or whatever? It turns green on your chart and it goes up. Like today, what a beautiful thing! It was green, the S&P went up. All you had to do is know that. But really, to make America great, and I was thinking about this last night. You really want to make America great? Trump is missing the point. He's got to get rid of the Federal Reserve. Then you can make America great. We have 200 people who control us. 200 people who are our owners, who own the Federal Reserve. 200. Remember, it's a private company. That's ridiculous. Now, it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Why would we have a private company, the wealthiest people in the world, control us to be our owners? First of all, the Federal Reserve caused the biggest economic inequality ever under Obama.
Well, the interesting thing is, everybody, particularly Democrats, talk about income inequality. Yes. But I think the Federal Reserve has a lot to do with it because people get richer who already have money. So you and I might have to go out and earn it, or if you're a school teacher, you got to work to earn your money. But if you have a bunch of money and you park it at the Fed, they pay you to keep it there. So we actually use taxpayer money to pay people just to have it sitting at the Federal Reserve.
What he's talking about is they tell the banks, Obama told the banks, look, we want you not to loan money to small businesses. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure we're going to hike the amount of reserves you need in case things go badly. In case things go badly. Now what we're going to do is tell you that you got to raise the money that you have in reserve in case things go badly by $110 billion. So you're not going to have that money to put out in the marketplace. Mortgages and especially small businesses, loans to small businesses. But we'll take that $110 billion here at the Federal Reserve. First of all, we'll print it and give it to you and charge you nothing. Then you park it at the Federal Reserve and we'll give you more interest than you would make on a business loan. More interest than you make on a housing. Well, God, they couldn't wait to do it. They couldn't wait to do it. And so our economy did not grow. 8 years after the worst financial crisis, the economy has not recovered, even though we're told day in, day out under Obama, when he was the president, that we had this wonderful recovery. We had no recovery. That was a total lie. That's why Trump has got such a battle ahead of him. The number of people employed in our labor market is starting to grow, okay, a little bit, starting to grow, but it's nowhere near its peak, especially quality jobs. Are you kidding? Quality jobs are worse than ever. You can't find quality jobs. They're just non-existent. You know why? Do you know why we have so many, when you get a jobs report on a Friday, the first Friday of every month, and you'll see waitresses, bartenders, 46,000, 56,000. Manufacturing, 5,000. Construction, 12,000. Now remember, you're manufacturing, construction, and then mining, 6,000. So you got your three biggest industries that give us our $54,000, $55,000 a year jobs: mining, construction, and mining, construction, and manufacturing, and they give us the least amount of jobs. So why do we get 50, 60, 30,000 waitress bartenders every month? It's because the money that the Federal Reserve prints and gives to the wealthiest people, the 1 percentile, they're going out and eating more, drinking more. No question about it. There's no question. New York, where's all this money goes from the Federal Reserve when they print it? They go to all the big shots in New York, all the big shots in San Francisco, all the big shots in Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. Where do you think all these jobs are growing? All those jobs are waitresses and bartenders and so forth, and these exotic food and drink and entertainment industry in those areas. New York, San Francisco, Washington, right where all the wealthy people are. This is amazing, isn't it, to think about it? So they get the money first. We print the money, the Federal Reserve, the boys print the money for their pals. They go out and get this money almost free. They spend it, but here's the problem. Because what they do to spend this money creates inflation. And while it creates inflation, that inflation hits the working people. When they go to the supermarket and they go to buy groceries, they go, oh my God, boy, look, it went up again. Milk went up again. Vegetables went up again. Potato chips went up again. Or they take the potato chips and they give you all air in the bag. Same price, but you got about 5 potato chips. You got to get rid of the Federal Reserve. There's no question. Because they just keep the inflation is what kills you.
You need to have a Federal Reserve if you're going to have a $20 trillion debt. Why? They buy your debt. But they buy your debt by printing up money. So you can't have an enormous debt if you don't have a Federal Reserve printing up the money. But there are ramifications, and the ramifications are higher prices. So a lot of senior citizens will say, well, gosh, they tell me there's no inflation and I don't get an increase in my Social Security check, but the prices really are going up for them at the grocery store. So it all depends on how you measure inflation.
So the inflation is coming from the very wealthy who's getting all the money. That's where the inflation is coming from. So today, at least today, Trump came out and he made an announcement he's going to finally start working on cutting taxes. Well, I hope he would cut the Federal Reserve. The minute, if he got rid of the Federal Reserve, what a difference. He's got to get rid of two things, the Federal Reserve, and he's got to get rid of the withholding tax. The cruelest tax ever, a tax on labor, your withholding tax. Get rid of that. We'll be right back. Take a look at some stocks. 15 past the hour.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. You know, I'm limited with time, real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software. I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Phil Grandy is a career businessman who's also been an entrepreneur all his life. He has used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with the prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grandy has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. Are you ready to get serious about your financial future? You know, reduce your debt, pay off those student loans, and prepare for retirement. Taking control of your finances can be intimidating, but with philsgang.com, you will be educated and guided to make smart investment decisions in the stock market. If the market is up or down, philsgang.com is the only source where you'll learn how to trade stocks and how to invest in the stock market using professional-level skills and strategies. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Here comes a new president, new beginnings, and new hopes, which can also bring volatile times. Many investors get spooked and begin to question their investments. But the thing to realize is that market volatility is inevitable, and it's a great opportunity to get in the stock market. No one at philsgang.com will tell you when the market correction is coming, and we will not promise you you're going to get rich, but we will guarantee you a good night's sleep. At philsgang.com, our number one goal is to inform investors who want to learn and invest in the stock market. We provide daily investment teaching strategies and the analysis of charting the stock market. You are informed around the clock with market webinars, market updates, working investor programs, and financial updates throughout the day. Plus, you'll enjoy the Phil's Gang customer service. Be prepared for market volatility and make profits with philsgang.com. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Would you like to know how to secure your financial future? At philsgang.com, Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang staff teaches and coaches you to build a successful investing plan to achieve your goals. philsgang.com gives you instruction on how to find low-risk, high-potential investing opportunities in the stock market. If you're new to the stock market and want to master the basics of stock investing and learn how to invest in stocks with little risk, then philsgang.com is your place. Learn from their extensive collection of educational videos about investing strategies and the analysis of charting. Every weekday, philsgang.com hosts live market webinars. They post market updates throughout the day. They have working investor programs, and they provide financial updates throughout the day, and all material is archived. For only $39.95 a month, there is no other service like Phil's Gang offers. Start the new year off right. Secure your financial future with philsgang.com. Give them a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Put your money to work. Make your investments pay. Listen to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil. The Phil's Gang Stock Corners brought to you the MaxVest 1000 stock charts.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Let's talk about some stocks today. You know, one stock that was a terrific stock was Verizon. And this is a great example, okay, of why you use charts and you don't listen to these jibber jabbers who give you all this nonsense like this.
I don't think the Chinese are in any position to stop buying from GE. I think GE's invested long-term in big businesses that are going to pay off for these guys. So I would be buying this weakness. Where do you buy the weakness? Here, let's take GE, what he's talking about, okay? And here you go again, Kramer, right? I'm sorry, somebody else on CNBC, not Kramer. All right. We'll blame him anyways, because there may be something I missed that he did. We'll blame him anyways. We'll make up for it. What an idiot. All right. So here's GE. Moving along nicely. It's priced around $23 or $28. It moves up. It moves up to $32. That's 28 to 32 bucks. So it moves up 14%. Isn't that nice? 14%. Moves up 14%. But nobody tells the people when to get out. Now, here's the problem. Here's what's got to be changed. You want to make rules on Wall Street? This is where the rules should be. That the institutions or your planner, the people in the 401k, should notify you. Give you a notification. Hey, do you know that the institutions are pulling money out? Do you know that all the banks, the 9 largest banks, are pulling money out of your stock? Do you know the 5 biggest hedge funds are pulling money out? You should get out. But no, they don't do that. Why? Because they don't get paid. They don't get paid. They only get paid on the size of the fund. Isn't that stupid? They come on CNBC and they say, here is Joe Suckface Money Manager. He manages $233 trillion fund. And everybody applauds. But what they don't say is he's not going to get you out. He never tells you when to sell. He keeps you in. Because he gets a percentage on that $223 quadrillion fund. Isn't that ridiculous? He'll get 30, 40% of the size of the fund. So why would he get out? He has no incentive to get you out. None. And that's why so many people left the stock market. Because every time you went to get out, you would hear this crap.
You're fine. You don't pay attention to the value of your house every day. Don't pay attention to your portfolio every day.
Yeah, don't pay attention. Everything's fine. So here's GE. It drops from $32.23. So here you're in GE. You're up about 14%, and now it drops from $32.23 down to 29 bucks. So you lose 10% of your 14%, only because you didn't know when to get out.
Because you think in your mind there's got to be some magic about GE that you don't know about. That Kramer and all these guys on CNBC and Barron's wrote and Wall Street wrote about GE. There's got to be something. They're so smart, these people. They're so smart. And we're so stupid. We got to listen to these smart geniuses with their pompadour hairdos and their cheap suits. Let's listen to them. They'll really take care of us. Really? A little simple device that I developed and a color-coded technology I used tells you, wait a minute, I'm up 10%, up 14%. Guess what? The institutions are getting out. And here's the amazing thing. Here's what really works on this chart. When it turned red on December 16th. It continued to go up. It turned red the next day. It continued to go up. So it saves you. It tells you, even though it's going up, most people would be adding to their position, or your broker would call you and say, buy more. But you look, as it's going up, it's red. So it even advises you and tells you, as the stock price is going up, don't get caught in it. Now, how good is that? So now the stock drops. You gave up everything that you gained on the other side. And you want to know why people hate the stock market? Or then they go to the bond market. That's the worst thing in the world to be in, is the bond market. But I just point that out because it's just so frustrating that people got out of the stock market. It's just so frustrating. Then you take the Federal Reserve on the other side, who's screwing everybody and screwing the working people. That's why Trump got elected. The Federal Reserve, by doing all the 0% financing, do you know the worst thing that's ever happened in this country is this 0% financing for 8 years, this free money for 8 years, where the 1% made all the money with that, and the working people got screwed because none of that money went into jobs, because none of that money went into capital investment or business investment. None of that money went into capital investment, which grows the economy and grows your wages and grows our standard of living. Isn't that unbelievable? The more money they printed, and they gave to companies that were free, kept screwing us. Because your job, you never got your wage increase. Oh, but they got the money free, and they could go in the stock market and speculate, and Obama could say, look at this, look how smart I am. The stock market's up 200%. But you're sitting there, and you can't get a raise. You can't get overtime. Free money. Free money's the worst thing.
So in 2008, when the housing market went bust, I blame that on the Federal Reserve. And we're right in the middle of another boom. Anybody seen the stock market lately? It is a boom, just like the real estate boom of 2008, and it will come to an end. There will be a correction. We have a huge bubble in the stock market created by easy money, free money. Everybody's got money. Federal Reserve will hand you bouquets of money.
That's right. Bouquets of money. You got all the money you want. So what do? They hand all the big hedge funds free money, and they tell them, hey, go out and buy all the houses that were foreclosed on. Banks got all these hundreds, thousands of homes, and then rent them. Rent them to the people who we screwed. Rent them to the people that we threw out of the house. We foreclosed on them. Go rent them. And guess what happened? We give them free money, interest-free. BlackRock, they go pick up all these houses around the country, and now what happens? The prices of houses are going up because there's no supply. Your wages aren't going up. Why would they? There's no capital investment because they're giving free money to the CEOs. What do you think? They're stupid? They're going to take $10 million interest-free money and going to buy machinery so you can produce your goods. They can produce more goods so you can get a raise? Or do you think they'll take that money and buy their own shares and exercise their options? Amazing. Isn't how we get screwed? We'll be right back in some more stocks.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. I'm limited with time. Real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness, and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software, I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. We're offering the most powerful stock charts available on the market. The Max Best 1000 charts. Now, the difference between these charts and all the other charts is this follows the money. Yes, it gives you a buy-sell signal. I know you're going to say, well, they all do. No, not true. The difference with the Max Best is they follow the important money, the hedge funds, the biggest banks, the 401ks, the pension fund managers. That's the big difference. They're not following the emotion. That's what most charts do. They follow the money. That's what MaxVest does, follows the money. Check it out. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Oh, and the chart is low as $19.95 a month. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. We're a teaching format, and boy, do we give good service. You know, buying a stock doesn't have to be complicated. The reason why Wall Street makes it complicated, so to make you think you need to hire them. You can do better without them, believe me, because you're not going to have those big fees. Come to Phil's Gang, where we'll show you an easy way to buy a stock. philsgang.com, where we don't make it complicated, but profitable.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
El que Sanju no cobra ni un centavo para nosotros significa quitarnos todo ese estrés, esa preocupación y podernos enfocar en nuestra hija.
That was the first thing I was like, how are we going to do this? When St. Jude told us that we didn't have to pay a single bill, I was like, wow. They pretty much have saved us.
It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders, and now your focus is supporting this child.
There is not another hospital like St. Jude. The patient care is unmatchable. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, there's nothing worse than you're investing in a stock and during the day something happens and you don't know what to do. You don't know who to call. Or you call somebody and they just give you a bunch of BS. Not here at Phil's Gang. We value every gang member. During the day, you got a question about your stock, you contact us. We have the best service in the world. philsgang.com. You're not alone. You're a gang member.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You're probably familiar with a pillow commercial that's everywhere. It's on TV. And wherever you put it, get the pillows, this new pillow that's out. You know what? You don't need a pillow for good night's sleep. You want to make sure your investments are safe. That's where you get the good night's sleep. And that's what you get here at Phil's Gang with our technology. It's built in to show you when your stock is ready to fail, when your stock is ready to rally. That's right, it follows the money. You don't need a pillow. You need Phil's Gang. That's how you get a good night's sleep. You'll always know well in advance if the market's going to collapse or your stock. Join my gang, philsgang.com. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. Put your money to work. Make your investments pay. Listen to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, join my gang. It's only $39.95. And the reason why we keep that so low
And we've been this way for, 15 years now? $39.95? Because if you do well, we want you to send money to St. Jude Partner, and send it to the Vera and Walter Scheer Family Foundation. Go to my site, philsgang.com, under charities, and you'll see both charities, wonderful charities. So that's why we keep the price low. Join the gang. Look, the sooner you learn, the stock market is not about investing. The stock market is not what company is going to do what next. The inside deal of the company. Like this crap. Listen to this.
Jim, my stock is BlackRock, BLK. Well, you're lucky it's your stock because all that stock seems to do over time. Give you a good dividend, go up a lot, and makes you a lot of money, and I think you got to stick with it.
Yeah, look what's happened since he stuck with it. First, let's go to the upside. Matter of fact, if you want to see this, go to my site, philsgang.com. Go to where it's live. If you have a mobile device, click on live, and you can see this. This is unbelievable, the stupidity. So the stock turned green, which meant all the institutional money started to pour back into BlackRock, and you don't have to know anything about it. You don't need a planner, you don't even need a money manager, you don't need a broker. All you know is it turned green. Okay, so here it is, turned green on November 9th at around $349. All right. So then finally it kept going up, and then it turned red. It turned red at $388, and that was in December 27th. So you made 11%, okay, 11% on your money since, what's that? That's November 9th to December 27th. Now, that's not bad, is it? Now, let's say you didn't get in exactly the same day when it turned green. You got in 3 days later. So what? So you made 8% or 10%. What's the difference? But here's the key. You knew to get out of that stock. It's been going down. It's been red ever since. And what's he telling people, Kramer? He's recommending the stock. Listen to him.
Jim, my stock is BlackRock, BLK. Well, you're lucky it's your stock because all that stock seems to do over time is give you a good dividend, go up a lot, and makes you a lot of money, and I think you got to stick with it.
Wait a minute, wait. All that stock's going to do is give you dividends, go up a lot, and make you a lot of money. He's losing money. It's already dropped from what, 389 down to 378. He's already losing money. And he's going to lose a lot more money. So he's already down 3%. Are you kidding? That's why I beg you. Go back to the stock market. Join my gang. I'm reaching out to you, telling you, look, you don't need to know anything about the stock. And especially for people who are so busy, you don't need to know. Just let me help you. If you know what red is, you know what green is, you got it made. It's not hard. And if you think that I'm just sitting here BSing you, try it for a month. Try it for a month. And if it doesn't work or you don't like it, that's it. Go away. It's gone. Done. You haven't got to do anything. There's no licensing, nothing. So here's the number, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. Call right now. Join the gang. And we got all kinds of support, all kinds of, there's so much we do for $39.95. Nobody does what we do for $39.95. But the most important thing is to get you out of the bad habit of thinking these people are smarter than you and you got to go to them. And when they tell you to buy, you buy. When they tell you to sell, you sell. Are you kidding? When it's green, we tell you to buy. When it's red, we tell you to sell. Both bad, I tell you, run like hell. Just follow me. I mean, this is crazy. This is stuff they recommend to you. It's nuts. You know, Trump is encouraging capital investment. About time. You got to put new equipment in your factories. For 8 years, Obama said no. Don't put new equipment in your factories. Let us keep printing free money. We'll keep printing and printing and printing and give you all this money free. Don't put it in equipment. And by the way, we're going to discourage people from savings. We're going to drop their savings rate from 5% down to less than a quarter of a percent. Remember, capital investment is spending of savings. So he goes and kills savings. He kills the retiree. He killed the $800 billion. The retiree can't make it. Retirees are going back to work.
because they were getting no interest. How cruel is that? So, at least Trump now is saying, boys, you got to put your money back in. But see, now they're so spoiled with getting interest-free money. That's the problem. It's like a cocaine habit they have now. They're hooked on free money. Imagine. You know, I could never understand when Obama kept saying how we have a wonderful recovery. The recovery was just terrific and not B, terrific recovery. When there was never a recovery. There was never a recovery. Why didn't the press ask Obama, if there is a recovery, then how could that happen? How could a recovery be happening when capital and business investment under you is down by 35%? Savings. Nobody gets any money. You're discouraging savings. And then you're taking regulations and piling regulations on businesses so that they won't do capital investment, so they won't buy new machinery and vehicles and computers and factories and tools and productive equipment. Why should they? Why would a CEO buy equipment, computers and vehicles and all this stuff to produce more? Why would they? When they put on 20,000 new regulations on the business. And each regulation costs them per employee $10,000. See, he didn't want the economy to grow. He wanted the government to grow. How? By increasing the welfare state, by doubling food stamps. Obamacare, by subsidizing the poor. They subsidized their Obamacare insurance. That's all he was interested in. So Trump is going to turn this around. Today, everybody got excited and the market went up when he turned around and he said this again.
So we want to help you realize these goals by rolling back burdensome regulations, and you people are regulated probably as much as almost anybody, although I can think of a couple of industries that are even worse. Lowering the overall tax burden on American business is big league. That's coming along very well.
See, that's what they wanted to hear, and the market's up. It's up 119 points. Isn't that a beautiful thing? I'll tell you what else he's got to do. He's got to take that VA and turn it around. Remember this?
In terms of responsibility, as I've said before, this is my administration. I always take responsibility. Number one priority is making sure that problems get fixed so that if there's a veteran out there who needs help, that they're getting a schedule and they're able to come in and see a doctor.
What a lie. Remember what happened? Veterans were waiting 115 days for appointments. 115 days. And then they decided to fix the VA. Fix it? They printed $10 billion, gave it to the VA. Can you imagine that? Supposed to give veterans a card. They'd let them see a non-VA doctor if they were more than 40 miles away from a VA facility, remember? Or they're going to have to wait more than 30 days. But there was a problem. Congress gave the VA only 90 days to set up the system. Are you kidding? The VA turned to two private companies because they couldn't do it to administrate this program and help the business get their appointments with these doctors. Sounded simple, right? But not the government. It hasn't worked. The waiting times have gotten worse, not better. We now have 70,000 more appointments. People are still waiting. Even worse. Where'd the money go? Where did the money go? Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. Follow the money using my chart. 877-600-GANG. They're waiting for your call. Join my gang now. Let's make some money together.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. You know, I'm limited with time. Real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software. I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today.